lovelies. How are you this fine evening? Obviously, it is 11:25 p.m. my time, and I really need to share this amazing, not amazing news. I saw The Last Airbender today, and for those of you who do know The Last Airbender and have seen it throughout the whole seasons and whatnot of book 1, 2, and 3, then y'all will know the disappointment of what I saw in theaters. It's not as hyped up as it should be, and this is a spoiler so if anybody's like watching, then don't watch if you haven't seen the movie, because I am about to vent horrendously. So please, for those who are going to see this, away slowly. So M. Night Shyamalan, or Shyamalan, or whatever his name is not the best director ever. And I don't want to, like, down on him and, like, get sued completely, but he is not the best director. And especially for this kind of movie, I mean, you want to be, like, the best. It's the most epic, like, ridiculous show America has ever made on Nickelodeon. I mean, seriously, it is amazing, and you cannot go wrong, but he did, and it made me very, very sad. Pros and cons of this movie. More cons than pros, but pros, let's go to pros first. Pros is that they actually had a child play Aang, and he was a good little Aang. I did like him a lot. I like the girl who played Katara. She looked young. Who knows if she is or not, but she looked the part. I liked that. I like the woman. I like the girl who also played Princess Yue. She was like the perfect Yue in any way, shape, or form. White hair, beautiful, whatever. Pros, but half a con, would be that the bending was awesome. Like the bending from, water, earth, fire, air, and all that stuff was outstanding. But the con of that, sadly, is that I don't know how to explain this really well so it doesn't confuse you people. It's like, you know how in the show, when the bending kind of like goes with the movements and like the water's flowing with your hand and whatnot, and like the fire and all that stuff is like going with the martial arts. With that's the best part, but in the movie, for some reason, you had to go through this entire, like, scene, and then all of a sudden you throw a rock. It's like, what? You don't do that. And, you have to go through this whole, like, Tai Chi, like, thing and whatnot, and then you throw some water. It was awesome. No, not really. But, those are the pros. Now let's go to the long list of cons here, shall we? First of all, this is ridiculous. Like, okay. They did not get, what's his name? Zuko's scar right. His scar did not really look like the dramatic scar it was on the cartoon. And they should be. I mean, his father burned him, for Christ's sakes. I mean, it was burned. You can barely see his eye. And first of all, he was bald with a ponytail in the beginning. In the movie, he had a full head of hair. What's up with... No, you no! Don't do that. You don't do that. And his uncle was not fat and did not have a beard. I'm just saying. He did not have a beard. And, of course, I'm not trying to be racist at all, but they didn't get, like, the races, like, right. Alright? I mean, the Fire Nation was Indian for some reason. I don't really understand that. Like I said, I'm not trying to be racist, but I'm really not. I'm sorry. It sounds bad, but I'm not. Like, it was Indian. I mean, I like the way it looked, but for some reason, Indians with, like, Chinese names doesn't really sound appealing to me. I mean, I liked it. I liked the concept. I mean, I can see that kind of going with it, but like I said, Admiral Zhao, he's Indian? Really? You think he's, like, Chinese? Or, Fire Lord Ozai would be Chinese, and he's not. I just thought that was a weird thing, but who knows? That wasn't racist at all. I should stop saying that, because that's just making me look weird, okay? But like I said, I love the concept of them, them being like Indian, and um, the Earthbenders would be like Chinese and whatnot. They got that right. That's good. The Waterbenders looked really white. I'm like thinking they would be like Eskimo looking, kind of dark skinned, how they are in the cartoon, how they should be, but they're not. They're white as my skin, and I am really, really white, so that kind of bothered me. But and oh, Monkeyatsu, Aang's teacher. Oh my god, he did not look like Monkeyatsu. I'm not gonna go any further, but he did not look like him. He did not have like the Chinese beard, and it was, oh god, I wanted to cry. I almost left, but for the sake of my money, and I just like, that was, oh, I cried. It was so bad. It was so, so on that note. It was not the best movie. Oh, and another thing, they got the names wrong. They called Sokka Soka, and they called Aang Ong. Oh, and Iroh, Iro. The uncle. His name is Iroh, but no, they wanted to call him Iro. Iro, Sokka, and Ong. Ugh, no. Obviously, I'm very annoyed right now. This is gonna be like a 7-minute like vent. This is horrible. Anyway, that's my review. If out of 5 stars, I would give it a star and a half. It was not the best movie. And if those of you who did like it, then obviously this is all based on opinion, and I found it horrible. So that's all I have to say. And if y'all haters were like, "Oh no, I love the movie," like I said, it's all based on a matter of opinion. I hated it, and if you loved it, then good job for you. But it was not worth my money. But I went to go see it anyway. So thank you all. On a happier note, I'm like Mario'd out with like my pants and whatnot. I just kind of realized that. That's kind of funny. So yes, crazy power up. Alright, anyway, good night, my lovelies. Have a wonderful evening and whatnot and stuff. And yeah, okay, bye! Mwah!